additional, more than is usual or expected, initial, happening at the beginning of something, pose, to create, to ask, tape, material that is sticky on one side to hold things together, retain, to keep, someone, in a position, job, etc. Discipline, a way of behaving that shows a willingness to obey rules or orders. Activist, a person who uses or supports strong actions, such as public protests to help make changes in politics or society. Subscription, an agreement that you make with a company to get a publication or service regularly and that you usually pay for in advance. Wonder, to have interest in learning or knowing something, entirely, fully or complete. Method, the way something is done. Aspect, a part of something. Tribute, honor or respect. Tribunal, a court of justice. Adapt, to change your behavior so that it is easier to live in a particular place or situation. Donate, to give, money, food or clothes in order to help a person or organization. Regularly, something done repeatedly or often. Marry, to join a man and woman together as husband and wife. To become husband and wife, usually in a religious or civil ceremony. Wild, living and growing in natural conditions and not organized or supervised by humans. Uncontrolled, mainstream, largely acceptable and widespread. Rapper, a person who performs hip-hop music, a kind of music that has words that are spoken with the rhythm instead of being sung. Trophy, an object such as a large cup or sculpture, that is given as a prize for winning a competition. Ray, a line of light coming from a bright object. Legitimate, fair or reasonable. Blogger, a person who posts stories, opinions, on the internet. Margin, the part of a page that is above, below, or to the side of the printed part. Resort, a place where people go for vacations. Tourist, a person who travels to a place for pleasure. Seal, a device with a raised design that can be pressed into something, such as paper or wax, to make a seal. Background, the experiences, knowledge, education, etc., in a person's paw. Pursue, to chase, or to try to achieve. Excellent, very good of its kind. Compile, to create a CD, book, or list by gathering things. Peak, to reach the highest level. Submit, to give, a document, video, proposal, piece of writing, etc. to someone so that it can be considered or approved. Aircraft, a flying machine, equipment, things, tools or machines needed for a purpose or activity. Enhance, to improve something, ultimately, eventually, efficient, capable of producing desired results without wasting materials, time, or energy. Reputation, the common opinion that people have about someone or something, the way in which people think of someone or something. Truth, something that is correct, the facts about something. Competitor, someone who is trying to win or do better than all others, especially in business or sports. Someone who is competing. Showcase, an event, occasion, etc., that shows the abilities or good qualities of someone or something in an attractive or favorable way. Error, a mistake or problem. Regime, one, a form of government. Two, a system of managing something. Destroy, to break into pieces, to end the existence of. Ordinary, average, not special. Identity, the qualities, beliefs, etc., that make a particular person or group different from others. Virtual, existing or taking place on computers or on the internet. Proud, very happy and pleased because of something you have done, something you own or someone you know or are related to. Stuff, to put a seasoned mixture of food into, something that is being cooked. Worm, a long, thin animal that has a soft body with no legs or bones and that often lives in the ground. Racist, showing belief that some races of people are better than others. Bench, a long hard seat for two or more people. Contribute, to give something, such as money, goods, or time, to help a person, group, cause, or organization. Exclude, keep something or someone out. Driver, cause, tune, to change and improve the sound of a musical instrument. Exercise, to use or carry out something. Regional, relating to an area, institution, a custom, practice, or law that is accepted and used by many people. Premium, high or higher than normal. Pound, a unit of weight that is equal to 16 ounces or 0.4536 kilograms. Triple, 3 times. Era, a period of time in history that is associated with a person, event, etc. Summit, a meeting or series of meetings between the leaders of two or more governments. Define, to give the meaning of, to explain. Rural, of or relating to the country and the people who live there instead of the city. Assembly, a regular meeting of all the students and teachers at a school. Grab, to get or be given. Anniversary, a yearly celebration or observance of an event that happened in the past. Superb, extremely good, excellent or brilliant in a very noticeable way. Map, a picture or chart that shows the rivers, mountains and streets in a particular area. Smart, intelligent. Immediate, without delay, very near in time or place. Convict, a person convicted of and under sentence for a crime. Transaction, a business deal, an occurrence in which goods, services, or money are passed from one person, account, etc., to another. Faith, strong belief or trust in someone or something. Statistic, a number that represents a piece of information, such as information about how often something is done, how common something is, etc. Equity, a share in the value of some form of property. Fortune, a great amount of money or possessions. Various, used to refer to several different or many things or people. Hint, a small piece of information that helps you guess an answer or do something more easily. Facility, a building or large piece of equipment built for a specific purpose. Subscriber, a person who pays money to get a publication or service regularly. Alert, the state of being ready for something you have been warned about, such as an attack. Fundamental, forming or relating to the most important part of something. Genuine, actually having the reputed or apparent qualities or character. Notice, to become aware of something or someone by seeing or hearing it. Concede, to accept something. Qualify, to have the right to do, have, or be a part of something. Plenty, the state of having enough of something. Recognition, the act of accepting that something is true or important or that it exists. Log, a thick piece of wood. Bomb, to set off an explosive device, to cause an explosion. Found, to begin or create. Attorney, a person whose job is to guide and assist people in matters relating to the law. Selection, the act of choosing something or someone from a group. Equal, the same in number, amount, degree, rank, or quality. Convince, to cause someone to believe that something is true. Subsidy, money given by a government to help pay costs. Prop, an object that is used by a performer or actor or that is used to create a desired effect in a scene on a stage, in a movie, etc. Disappear, to become unseen, to no longer exist. Spin, to move around and around. Determined, having a strong feeling that you are going to do something and that you will not allow anyone or anything to stop you. Subsidiary, a company that is owned or controlled by another company. Flat, chiefly British, European, an apartment typically on one floor. Outcome, something that happens as a result of an activity or process. Remote, far away. Angry, having a strong feeling of being upset or annoyed. Rapid, marked by a fast rate of motion or activity. Involvement, having a connection to something or someone. Clock, a device or instrument for keeping time. Appropriate, right for some purpose or situation. Scam, a dishonest way to make money by deceiving people. Junk, something that is in very poor condition. Democracy, the system of government in which citizens vote to choose leaders or to make other important decisions. Surface, the outer side or top of something. Slot, a period of time that is available or used for a particular occurrence, event, etc., a place or position in an organization, group, etc. Inspire, make someone feel that they want to do something and can do it. Mate, have sexual activity in order to produce young. Kid, a child, a boy or girl. Drag, to pull, someone or something that is heavy or difficult to move. Feed, a data format used for providing users with frequently updated content. Convert, someone who has been persuaded to change their religious beliefs. Exceed, to be better than, something, sophisticated, advanced or highly developed. Negotiate, to discuss something formally in order to make an agreement. Harm, to injure, to damage, and damage, hurt. Generally, in a way that is not detailed or specific. Renew, to cause something to continue to be effective or valid for an additional period of time. Upset, an occurrence in which a game, contest, etc., is won by a person or team that was expected to lose. Suspicion, a feeling of doubt. Dramatic, sudden and extreme. Crack, a line in the surface of something that is broken but not separated into pieces. Teenager, a person aged between 13 and 19 years. Confidential, secret or private. Servant, a person who is hired to do household or personal duties such as cleaning and cooking. Hero, a person who is admired for great or brave acts or fine qualities. Dial, informal, to make a call on a telephone. Chain, a series of usually metal links or rings that are connected to each other in a line and used for supporting heavy things, for holding things together or for decoration. Substantial, given a lot of weight or power. Jury, a group of people chosen to decide what is true in a trial. Chapter, the next stage or event. Combat, relating to active fighting, especially in a war. Accident, something that happens by chance or mistake, an unplanned event. Gear, supplies, tools or clothes needed for a special purpose. Scrutiny, carefully examining someone or something in a critical way. Atmosphere, the gases surrounding any star or planet. Analysis, a careful study of something to learn about its parts, what they do and how they are related to each other. Ad, something, such as a short film or a written notice, that is shown or presented to the public to help sell a product or to make an announcement. Counter, in the opposite direction, in conflict with. Leap, to jump from a surface. Ring, a group of criminals who plan and carry out crimes together. Impossible, not able to be done or happen. Patch, a small place that is different from the surrounding area. Wonderful, extremely good. Keyboard, a row or set of keys that are pushed to play a musical instrument, such as a piano, sometimes used before another noun. Encounter, an occasion when you deal with or experience something. Reply, to say, write, or do something as an answer or response. Penny, a monetary unit of 1 cent. Apology, an expression of regret for a mistake or accident for which one accepts responsibility. Burden, something that is difficult to deal with. Shopper, a person looking for things to buy in a store. Ill, not well or healthy, sick or unhealthy. Tear, a drop of liquid that comes from your eyes especially when you cry. Impress, to cause someone to feel admiration or interest. Welfare, a social system in which a government is responsible for the economic and social condition of its citizens. Requirement, something that is necessary for something else to happen or be done. Destruction, the act or process of damaging something so badly that it no longer exists or cannot be repaired. The act or process of destroying something. Supplier, a person or company that supplies goods or services. Spell, to say, write or print the letters of a word. Departure, the act of leaving. Resignation, to formally leave a job. Barrier, something that makes it difficult for people to understand each other. Spirit, a desire or determination to do something, suddenly, very quickly and usually an unexpected way. Flow, to move like a liquid. Cabinet, the president's group of advisors that head administration departments. Acquire, to get, something, to come to own, something, to come to have, something. Fault, responsibility for a problem, a mistake, a bad situation. Combination, a result or product of combining two or more things or people. Circumstance, a condition or fact that affects a situation. Expose, to remove shelter, protection of care from someone or something. Absence, a period of time when someone is not present at a place, job, etc. Enormous, very great in size or amount. Casino, a building or room that has games of chance, such as roulette or blackjack, for gambling. Multiple, many, more than one. Lesson, a class or part of training, something learned through experience. Library, a building containing a collection of books and sometimes videos, for people to read or borrow. Visual, relating to seeing or to the eyes. Chat, to talk with someone in a casual way. Liberty, state or condition of people who are able to act and speak freely. Ankle, the joint between the foot and the leg. Ranking, a list of people or things that are ordered according to their quality, ability, size, etc. Specialist, a person who has special knowledge and skill relating to a particular job, area of study, etc. Restore, to return something to its original condition. Alleged, accused of having done something wrong or illegal but not yet proven guilty. Expense, a person who starts a business and is willing to risk loss in order to make money. Internal, existing or occurring within an organization, in this case, a party, partnership, the state of being partners. Translate, to change words from one language into another language. Component, one of the parts of a system. Embrace, to put one's arms around someone as a show of love or friendship. Delivery, the act of taking something to a person or place. Probe, an instrument or vehicle for exploration or examining. Amazing, causing great surprise or wonder. Formal, made or done in an official and usually public way. Advisor, someone who helps by providing information, knowledge or ideas. Sensible, showing good sense or judgment. String, a thin rope used for tying things. Salary, an amount of money that an employee is paid each year. Widespread, common over a wide area or among many people. Leak, disclose information not previously known. Disappointed, feeling sad, unhappy, or displeased because something was not as good as expected or because something you hoped for or expected did not happen. Appointment, an agreement to meet with someone at a particular time. Negative, harmful or bad. Ultimate, happening or coming at the end of a process. Alliance, a union between people, groups, countries, or a relationship in which people agree to work together. Media, all public information organizations, including newspapers, television and radio. Determine, to be the cause of something, to learn something by getting information. Behalf, as a representative or, in the interests of a person or group. Spokesperson, a man or woman who claims to represent and speak for others. Unique, very special or unusual. Contender, a person or team who has a good chance of winning. Replay, a recording of something, such as an action in a sports event, that is being shown again. Outlook, the way that a person thinks about things. Ongoing, continuing to exist or happen. Pattern, something that happens in a regular way. Trigger, a movable part of a gun that you pull to fire the gun. Preparation, the activity or process of making something ready or of becoming ready for something. Reconstruction, a period of rebuilding. Strategic, a general plan that is created to achieve a goal. Border, a decorative design along the edge of something. Consumption, the using up of something, the purchase and use of something. Await, to wait for someone or something. Attitude, a feeling or way of thinking that affects a person's behavior. Assault, an attack or the threat of an attack. Hybrid, plant that is produced from plants of different kinds. Workforce, the group of people who work for an organization or business. Blind, unable to see. Equivalent, equal in value, amount or meaning. Stream, to play continuously as data is sent to a computer over the internet. Nature, a basic quality that something has. Globally, of or related to the whole world. Concept, an idea. Impression, something, such as a design or a footprint, made by pressing or stamping a surface. Manufacture, the process of making products especially with machines in factories. Abandon, to leave someone or something somewhere. Window, a break, or stoppage, between two actions. Consult, to advise. Incredible, extremely good, great or large. Familiar, frequently seen, heard, or experienced. Century, a period of 100 years. Otherwise, if something did not happen, was not true. Incorporate, to unite or work into something already existent so as to form an indistinguishable whole. Scan, looking at the inside of something by using a special machine. Hurdle, a problem that has to be dealt with before further progress is made. Quota, official limit on a number or amount of people or things that are allowed. Elderly, an old or aging person. Venue, the place where an event is held. Disabled, having a physical or mental disability, unable to perform one or more natural activities, such as walking or seeing, because of illness, injury, etc. Fitness, the ability of an organism to survive. Slump, a period of time when a team or player is doing poorly. Mount, to organize or set up. Fashion, a popular look. Clothing design. Presence, the fact of being in a particular place. Mayor, an official elected or appointed as chief of a city or town. Festive, cheerful and exciting, suited to a celebration or holiday. Prediction, an idea of what might happen in the future. Optimism, a feeling or belief that good things will happen in the future. Recession, a period of time in which there is a decrease in economic activity and many people do not have jobs. Oversee, to supervise, to direct, an activity or a group of workers. Decent, having or showing respect for other people, considered right and good, and honest. Succession, the state of having followed someone else to assume a position, title or other office. Introduction, the act of making a person known to others by name, usually plural. Vow, a serious promise to do something or behave in a certain way. Anticipate, to think of, something that will or might happen in the future. Closure, a feeling that a bad experience has ended and that you can start to live again in a calm and normal way. Technique, a way of doing something by using special knowledge or skill. Legend, a famous or important person who is known for doing something extremely well. Tobacco, a plant that produces leaves which are smoked in cigarettes, pipes, etc. Compromise, an agreement that is reached to end an argument or dispute. Embargo, a government or organization order that limits trade in some way. Hail, small, hard pieces of frozen rain that fall from the sky. Exhibition, a demonstration, a public showing. Glad, feeling pleasure, joy or happiness. Mouse, a very small animal that has a pointed nose and a long, thin tail. Stamp, the act of bringing your foot down heavily and noisily. Epic, of great importance. Invention, a useful new device or process. Screenplay, the lines in a script written for a film. Surgery, a medical operation. Interact, to come together and have an effect on each other, often used with the word with. Cite, say something as an example or evidence. Intervention, the act of becoming involved in something, such as a conflict, in order to have an influence on what happens. Coverage, the activity of reporting about an event or subject in newspapers, on television news programs, etc. Cultural, of or relating to a particular group of people and their habits, beliefs or traditions. Assume, to accept as true. Enforce, to implement, impose, to carry out. Desperate, in a state of extreme panic. Occur, to happen. Theft, the act or crime of stealing. Assessment, a judgment about the quality, size, value, etc. of something. Revise, change something that has already been worked on. Allegedly, accused of having done something wrong or illegal but not yet proven guilty. Trail, a path through a forest or field. Relative, compared to someone or something else or to each other. Blast, a powerful explosion. Nervous, having or showing feelings of being worried and afraid about what might happen. Dangerous, involving possible injury, damage or loss. Habit, a usual way of behaving. Site, a famous or interesting place in an area. Teenage, one between the ages of 13-19. Lifestyle, a particular way of living, the way a person lives or a group of people live. Interface, to connect or become connected, to connect by means of an interface. Utility, of or involving a public service, such as lighting, power or water. Luxury, a condition or situation of great comfort, ease, and wealth. Implement, to put in place. Consultation, a meeting in which someone, such as a doctor or lawyer, talks to a person about a problem, question, etc. Strategist, a person who is skilled in making plans for achieving a goal. Shortage, a lack of something. Overtake, to move up to and past someone or something. Adjust, to change in order to work or do better in a new situation. Undermine, to make someone or something weaker or less effective, usually in a secret or gradual way. Emergency, an unexpected and usually dangerous situation that calls for immediate action. Beer, an alcoholic drink made from malt and flavored with hops. Volume, amount. Efficiency, good use of time or resources without wasting them. Sideline, the space outside the area where a game is played on a field or court, usually plural, often used figuratively. Storm, to attack with sudden force. Soap, a substance that is used for washing something. Promotion, something, such as advertising, that is done to make people aware of something and increase its sales or popularity. Territory, an area of land that belongs to or is controlled by a government. Bail, an amount of money given to a court to allow a prisoner to leave jail and return later for a trial. Reasonable, fair and sensible. Consultant, and NBSP, a person who gives professional advice or services to companies for a fee. Recruit, someone who has recently joined an organization. Maximum, as great as possible, the most. Church, a building that is used for Christian religious services. Determination, a decision that something will happen. Feud, a long and angry fight or quarrel between two people or two groups. Proof, evidence that something is true. Capture, to make a person or animal a prisoner, to seize or take by force. to get control of. Stretch, to continue for a specified distance, to extend over an area. Adaptation, a change in a plant or animal that makes it better able to live in a particular place or situation. King, a boy or man who is highly respected and very successful or popular. Reference, to mention something or someone, in speech or in writing, to refer to something or someone. Contestant, a person who takes part in a contest. Awareness, a feeling, experiencing, or noticing of something, such as a sound, sensation, or emotion. Innocent, not guilty of a crime or other wrong act. Privacy, the state of being away from public attention. Silicon, a chemical element that is found in the Earth's crust and is used especially in computers and electronics. Printer, a device for making copies of a photograph or other object. Significantly, in a way that is important. Counterpart, one of two people with the same position or job, but who are from another government, group or business. Tourism, the industry of providing services to people who visit a place for pleasure. Stem, the main long and thin part of a plant that rises above the soil and supports the leaves and flowers. Justify, give a good reason to make something seem acceptable. Rescue, to free from danger or evil. Association, a group of organization. Adventure, an exciting experience. Borrow, to take and use up something, with the promise to give back something of equal value, typically, in the usual way, usually. Consecutive, following one after the other in a series, following each other without interruption. Dividend, an amount of a company's profits that the company pays to people who own stock in the company. Fierce, extremely strong, violent, angry. Seize, to use legal or official power to take something, typical, happening in the usual way. Uncertainty, in doubt, not known. Overturn, to cancel, change or overrule. Mile, a form of measurement equal to 1.6 kilometers. Accessible, able to be reached, within reach. Affordable, at a cost that is not too high or that can be paid. Dozen, a group of 12 people or things. Prior, before. Conversion, the act or process of changing from one form, state, etc., to another. Pioneer, a person who helps create or develop new ideas, methods. Teach, to show how to do something, to provide knowledge, to cause to understand. Respectively, separately, individually, mutual, shared between two or more people or groups. Wealth, the value of all the property, possessions, and money that someone or something has. Rebate, an amount of money that is paid back to you because you have paid too much. Degree, a special recognition given to a student after completing a program of study. Tiny, very small. Grand, very good or enjoyable. Horror, a very strong feeling of fear, dread, and shock. Rare, not often done. Foster, a situation in which for a period of time an animal lives with and is cared for by people who are not the owners. Engineer, a person who has scientific training and who designs and builds complicated products, machines, systems, or structures. A person who specializes in a branch of engineering. Flaw, a mistake or imperfection. Blockbuster, something that is very large, costly, or successful. Sample, a small amount of something that gives you information about the thing it was taken from. Bandwidth, a measurement of the ability of an electronic communications device or system, such as a computer network, to send and receive information. Troop, a number of soldiers in a large controlled group. Unacceptable, not pleasing or welcome. Revolution, an attempt by many people to end the rule of one government and start a new one. Apparent, easy to see or understand. Momentum, the force that something has when it is moving. aggressive, ready and willing to fight or argue. Tariff, attacks. Afternoon, the middle part of the day. Scare, to cause someone to become afraid. Offset, to cancel or reduce the effect of something, to create an equal balance between two things. Broker, a person who helps other people to reach agreements, to make deals, or to buy and sell property such as stocks or houses. Procedure, a series of actions that are done in a certain way or order. Arrangement, plans for how something will happen. Inch, a small amount, a form of measurement. Cautious, careful. Severe, not gentle, causing much pain, sadness or damage. Stance, a publicly stated opinion. Sweep, to remove dust, dirt, etc., from something, with a broom or brush. Extent, the range, distance, or space that is covered or affected by something or included in something. Absolute, complete. Endure, experience pain or suffering for a long time. Extraordinary, very special, unusual or strange. Democratic, based on a system of government in which citizens vote to choose leaders or to make other important decisions. Soft, gentle in manner, not strong. Fairly, to some degree or extent but not very or extremely, to a reasonable or moderate extent. Guidance, giving direction, leading or showing the way. Incentive, a thing or action that motivates someone to do something. Rid, to cause someone or something to no longer have or be affected by someone or something unwanted. Rift, a deep crack or opening in the ground. Trio, a group of three singers or musicians who perform together. Prisoner, someone jailed as punishment for a crime. Unfortunately, done in a regrettable or forgettable able way. Brilliant, highly intelligent. Master, highly skilled. Remake, to make a different version of something. Thriller, a novel, movie or theatrical production that is exciting, a story full of exciting action, mystery or suspense. Wedding, a ceremony at which two people are married to each other. Glory, something that brings praise or fame to someone. Refugee, a person who has been forced to flee because of unjust treatment, danger or war. Forum, a meeting place where ideas can be exchanged. Speculate, to make a guess about something. Obtain, to gain or get something, usually by effort. Conspiracy, the belief that some people are engaging in a secret harmful or illegal activity. Exit, something, such as a door, that is used as a way to go out of a place. Tremendous, of notable size, power or greatness. Shame, something that is regretted. Broad, including or involving many things. Wide, shopping, related to or involving the purchase of goods or services. Sharply, suddenly and by a large amount. Axe, a sharp tool for cutting. Surplus, more than enough, an extra amount, apparently, used to describe something that appears to be true based on what is known. Copper, a reddish-brown metal that allows heat and electricity to pass through it easily. Enterprise, a business or company. Permit, a document that allows someone to do something. Disappointment, a feeling of unhappiness or sadness because something did not happen as expected. Prosecute, hold a trial against someone for crimes. Accurate, free of mistakes or errors. Headquarters, a place from which something, such as a business or a military action, is controlled or directed. Mission, a task that you consider to be a very important duty. Proportion, an amount in comparison to another amount. Exposure, public attention. Discount, an amount by which the price of something is reduced to increase its chances of being sold. Flexibility, able to bend parts of the body such as arms and legs easily. Merit, a good quality. Influential, having the power to cause changes. Ear, the part of the body that you hear with. Zone, an area that is different from other areas in a particular way. Active, of a verb or voice, showing that the subject of a sentence is acted on or affected by the verb, consistently, behaving in the same way. Rubbish, things that are thrown because they are not useful anymore. Caution, a warning, telling someone to be careful. Surpass, to be better or greater than someone or something. Portal, a website that helps you find other sites. Fiction, an imaginary story. Imagine, to think of or create something that is not real in your mind. Tank, a large container. Comfortable, at ease, not tense. Advanced, at a high level of development. Modern, mood, the way someone feels. Speaker, a device that changes electrical signals into sounds loud enough to be heard at a distance. Joke, to say things that are meant to cause laughter. Talented, a person or group of people with a special ability to do something well. Smash, to beat or destroy easily or completely. Comic, causing laughter or something funny. Queen, a girl or woman who is highly respected and very successful or popular. Clinch, to make certain the winning of something. Moral, concerning or relating to what is right and wrong in human behavior. Electoral, of or related to voting or an election. Chamber, a group of people who form part of a government. Tap, a device for controlling the flow of a liquid or gas from a pipe or container. Delegate, to choose someone to do something. Gigabyte, a unit of computer information equal to 1,073,741,824 bytes. Prototype, a first test model of something that is then developed and copied. Ringtone, the sound that a cell phone makes when someone is calling. Quarterly, every 3 months. Conversation, a one-on-one meeting, a talk or discussion. Tension, a feeling of nervousness, fear or conflict. Implication, a possible future effect or result. Offensive, causing someone to feel hurt, angry or upset, rude or insulting. Transform, to change completely from one thing into another. Accompany, go somewhere with. Extension, the act of adding something to make it larger or longer. Undergo, to experience. Commentator, a person who discusses issues on television, in newspapers, etc.